Good morning to the Daily Dose of Dani fans. I'm in my office today because Monday's cleaning day. My college student, Grace, is back to school. It's day one. She's already reported that her psychology teacher does not know how to use Zoom, so none of the kids can get on. You would have thought she would have done a dry run last week, but oh well. Who am I to criticize? And Leah's up in school as well. So, I got some flack for not doing any episodes over the weekend, but I'm going to take the weekends off. So Daily Dose of Dani is a Monday through Friday event. I'm wearing a hat today. It's ECNL hat. It has a story. I had this hat from a tournament. I think in Phoenix I bought it. And it burned down. It burned in the fire when our house burned down. So my friend Maria gave me hers. So this is it. And then I'm wearing a shirt that's only appropriate today and every day for the last 3 fucking years. Can you see that? It's my aspirational wish to 8645. Anywho, so how was everyone's weekend sheltering in place with your whole family home? I'm sure painful, just like it was for me. But on Saturday at 4 o'clock, I did a virtual cocktail party with some friends, and we all were going to drink champagne. Some did not. One had beer, and the other one had like a rum and diet Coke. But I had a glass of champagne, and then because it was supposed to be a real happy hour, you got to have a second drink. So my husband made me a vodka soda, and I'm telling you something. I was wasted. I drank 3/4 of that vodka soda and it just sent me over the edge. I was just drunk. And this is what I found out about myself when I'm drunk, which maybe it was always like this. Well, first of all, I'm a lightweight now, whatever. I used to be able to drink. I can't drink anymore. But my gross motor skills are non-existent. I'm talking about walking and, organizing myself and my body. So I got some help getting back and getting in pajamas and getting organized. But my fine motor skills are on point. I took off my little diamond earrings, put them in the jewelry case. I was able to do fine motor things. I just couldn't do anything gross motor, which is gross. But it made me think of a movie, one of my favorite movies, that made me laugh so hard when I saw it. And now, even when I think of the scene, I just giggle because it's hysterical. And since we're all on lockdown, maybe somebody might want to watch this movie. Anyways, it's Arthur, the original one with Dudley Moore. And the scene that I'm talking about, which is so funny, he's drunk and he goes to see Liza Minnelli, who he's in love with. And he goes to her house and her father's home, and her father's this hysterical man. So he goes in there and he kind of is stumbling around because he's drunk, and he knocks over this thing. It looks like a napkin holder, but it's holding their letters, their mail. And he's sitting on the ground trying to put the thing together, and he's like clapping it together all these different ways, trying to make it fit together. And then he looks up at her and goes, "This thing's had it." I'm sorry, that is hysterical. I never laughed so hard at a movie as that movie and that scene. And then I started thinking, this weekend when I was thinking about what I was going to talk about, I started thinking about another movie that just sends me into hysterics. It's old. It's a really old movie. It's called Lost in America, and it has Julie Haggerty and the actor, I still can't think of his name, and I could have Googled it, but anyways, he was in broadcast news. He's so funny. So they're a married couple, and they decide to cash everything in and get in their motorhome and go see the world for a year. So they both quit he gets fired, but she quits her job in HR at a department store. So that, rang true for me and many of my fans here on the Daily Dose of Dani. Shaney, Chris Noonan. Okay. Anyways, so they go and they have to stop along the way. And one of the stops they make is Vegas. It's such a funny movie. I don't even know if it's available on Netflix, but if it is, you got to watch it. And I don't want to tell you what happens, but there's a scene where he's yelling at her for something that she did, and it's hysterical. I mean, it's so funny. And he keeps saying, "You can't say that word. You're not allowed to say the word." Whatever the word is, I can't tell you because I'll give away the whole theme of the movie. But trust me, Arthur, the original one with Dudley Moore, and Lost in America, Julie Haggerty. You got to watch those movies. They're funny. Okay, So the other thing that came up this weekend was I was reading an article in the paper, Sunday paper, about two new things that are happening. One is Corona divorce, the other is COVID dating. So let me talk a little bit about Corona divorce and why I think it's a thing. And I'm going to give you some words of wisdom from Boyd Stockham that he gave me this morning. He goes, honey, this is really hard on everyone. He goes, husband and wives are not meant to spend 24 hours a day together. It's not normal. It's really difficult. And I just went, Yeah, it's difficult on the wives because the husbands go to work every day and many of them in their place of work are just fawned upon because a lot of them are in, positions where they're surrounded by people that think they're great. I know that's my circumstance. So you come home and I'm sorry, we're not fawning on you. We're just not. We don't have time for that. We're living our own lives, which are horrible. We're at home every day with our people, our kids, our dogs, our problems. So it's hard on the husbands to come home and not be revered. That's my thought. But one thing that I was reading was, and this is funny too, that wives are having their husbands home like for 3 meals a day, if they're not the husbands aren't working or they're working from home. And we're aghast at their table manners. And if your husband's in construction and now he's home for 3 meals a day, first of all, construction's deemed essential, so go to work. But second of all, you're not on a 10-minute lunch break. You don't have to cram all the food in your mouth in one forkful. They eat so fast, like they're being timed, like they got to get back to work. You're at home, you can relax. You can use your utensils and eat like a human. You don't have to be cavemanish. That's one thing. And then the other thing is, if your husband's working from home and you're home and the kids are doing online schooling and you don't have a mansion, so you can't all go to 4 corners of the house. So the kids are at the kitchen table because they were there first and their school is important and mom's proctoring. So she's going around, helping with elementary math and high school Spanish. And then dad's there and he's making phone calls because most of his work happens on the phone. I'm not saying who said this, but so I was imagining if my husband was going to work from home and what the phone calls would be like and how much I would want to poke his eyeballs out. But these are how his phone calls go. And I know because I've been in the office before when he's made phone calls, but he's I don't even know how to describe it, but he's friends with everyone. But if he's calling you because there's an issue and he'd be like, hey buddy, yeah, it's Boyd. Listen, so about the job that we're doing for you, we've got some issues. First of all, the schedule's super tight and we're fine with that because, my guys are good and we can handle a tight schedule. But the other trades are not keeping up. So the electrician and the plumber are slow. And in order for us to keep up with our schedule, they got to pick up the pace. And I don't think you're telling them to pick up the pace. But here's the deal. If they don't get up to speed, we're going to bury them. I'm just going to instruct my guys to bury them. And then when they have to poke holes in my drywall, you're going to give me a change order. So I had the girls in the office pull up the contract. And based on the schedule, which you are holding us to, we're not going to make it if the other trades don't pick up. So I'm going to give you a day to talk to these other trades, and then I'm just going to tell my superintendent to tell the hangers to just bury them. So that's how it's going to be. I hate to be such a hard ass, but that's where we are right now. These are tough times, but we can't be lagging because we're not going to get liquidated damages because the job's coming in late. That's not going to be on me. So I just wanted to let you know, we're still friends, we're still buddies, I still love you, but you have 24 hours to figure it out. Okay? Give me a call. All right, talk to you later. Bye. So yeah, I would want to kill myself too if I had to sit next to that all day. Everybody's his buddy, everyone's great. Even when he's saying mean things, he says them nicely. So I'd be in the background going, yeah, you're an idiot. Yeah, screw you. And he'd want to kill me too. So anyways, that's tough. It's tough having the husbands at home working when the kids are doing schoolwork. but some people are suffering through it. So that could lead to corona divorce. But why are you going to divorce him now? Jesus, you've been through so much. Stick together. This isn't the hardest thing you've been through, is it? And if it is, glory be. I heard we're extended to April 30th, so I guess talk to me mid-April. We could all be filing papers by then. Just make sure you get what you're entitled to, all right? It's California. Take half. And then this COVID dating, which cracked me up. Because you think about our kids these days, or, the 20-somethings, and their dating life, Well, when you were dating, how it's like you want to spend 24 hours together, although that's unnatural. And you're like on the phone and da-da-da. Well, now there's none of that. I mean, even if they wanted to FaceTime, it's just not the same because they're not together. So it made me think about when I was in college and I had this boyfriend, and he would go home for every vacation to New York. Spring break, Christmas, whatever the Easter break, whatever the breaks were. He would fly to New York and I'd be stuck in Arizona by my damn self. That should have been a sign. But anyways, I didn't get it as a sign. But I would write these love letters. I mean, love letters, pages of love letters. And I would get the envelope. Let me get an envelope here real quick. I would get the envelope that I was going to mail the letter in. And I would write all over the envelope, like over and over. I'd address it and put the return address at the top, and then the whole back of the envelope, the whole entire back, I'd write, Dani and John, I love you so much. I wish you were here. I can't believe you left me. Da-da-da-da. Like a whole nother letter on the back of the envelope. Stupid. It's weird. It's crazy. I don't know why I did that. The postman was probably like, holy smokes, this girl's crazy. But I did that and wrote him letters after letter after letter after letter. And about 4 years into the relationship, his parents didn't really like me. It's a whole religious thing. But anyways, his mom came across all the letters. And she was like, this crazy chick says crazy. And it was kind of funny. And John was like, oh my God, she found all the letters and she read them. I was like, you're an idiot. Who leaves that shit out? But anyways, guys are stupid. And I think we all knew that. Let me give you a little Thomas update. So Sunday morning, my husband comes back to the bedroom and he goes, Thomas pooped in the house. Again. I go, oh, geez. So remember I said he was 2 shits away from a dirt nap? Well, he's down to 1. So I get up about an hour and a half later, because Boyd's an early riser and I'm not. And I walk into the kitchen and I go, I can see poop in the formal dining room. I go, you didn't clean it up? He goes, not my job. I'm not cleaning up poop anymore. I go, oh, okay. So in my crippled state, my arthritis is horrible. I pick up the poop from the formal dining room, go in the formal living room, more poop, throw away the scratcher that he pooped on. Why would he poop on a scratcher? The little scratch pads? I don't know, he's crazy. Threw all that away, cleaned everything up, never said a word about it because, the line's been drawn in the sand. So we're at our wits' end with Thomas. We don't know what we're going to do. I'm thinking about getting one of those metal, big, like where you build like your own enclosure with a top on it, like a fencing kind of thing. Put that in the backyard, put his heated house in there in a litter box, and call it good. And that's where he'll live outside at night. We'll put his food in there, and he can live in the warmth of his heated home with his litter box, potty, eat, whatever he wants, and he doesn't meow all night. So last night, my daughter lovingly took Thomas to bed with her, and he slept with her all night. So for the first time since we've moved into this house, we moved in on December 15th, the very first night since we moved in, Boyd and I slept through the night. Slept the entire night without the cat. Meow, 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 meow. All these weird meows. I mean, if you could hear it, I'm going to try to record it because his meows are crazy. There's something desperately wrong with him. But he's still living his best life, pooping all over my house and keeping people awake. Leah's very grumpy this morning, so maybe he kept her awake. I'll ask her at our break. She's in school right now. And Grace is out in the pool house having online college. Speaking of college, my Leah committed to University of Arizona, so that's where she's going to go to college. I'm so proud and so happy since that's where I went to college, but whatever. It's exciting, and the whole roommate thing is so cool, the way they get to talk to people and decide who they want their roommates to be. I mean, we didn't have that. I literally moved in into my dorm, and I had 3 roommates because it was 4 to a room. One girl was from Pennsylvania, one girl from Illinois, one girl from Connecticut, and we were fast friends. I mean, I don't talk to any of them now, but we lived together for our entire freshman year. It was a blast, and I didn't know any of them. And then sophomore year, I moved into Coronado, which is another dorm at the University of Arizona, and that's where Leah's going to live for her freshman year, which is amazing. I'm so excited for her. And then I saw another friend. Her daughter just committed to Long Beach State, so congratulations to Lisa and her lovely daughter, August. So that's exciting. What else? Anything else exciting that I need to talk about? I don't think so. But here's your good words for the day. Corona divorce, COVID dating, the movie Arthur, the original with Dudley Moore, and Lost in America with Julie Hagerty and whatever that guy's name is. Shoot me the name. He's so funny. He's also funny in broadcast news. He's just one of those character actors that just makes you laugh so hard. And I think we all need a good laugh now, don't we? So I'm going to look for those movies myself and see if I can watch them. And that is all. Okay, I'm also going to change the name of this because apparently Triple D is somebody, a wrestler. I don't know what the hell. But I can't have my vlog associated with wrestling because I'm not a fan of that big time wrestling stuff. I don't like it. And I think that's what it's alluding to. So we're just going to call it the Daily Dose. So it's a double D. We're downsizing. Okay, folks. Love you all. Talk to you later. Bye.